Hello and welcome to All Talk No Dice, the worst excuse for a D&D show you can find online. From last we left off, the Companions of Fate had finally been allowed passage on the Brine Barnacle by Captain Meadow, but sent off to enjoy your time on land before the dawn. So you all set off into the port town of Bramblecrest, with Currid in tow. Theron quickly found out what academic supplies were to be found, and you all made your way into the famous, much talked about, and the only tavern, the Fishbowl. You all became acquainted with Briar and his obsession with cheese before you were greeted by Pigeon Food, the goblin bartender, as she served you all drinks and various foods. Gerald and Rayloff enjoyed a brief interaction with the bugbear Plenty and the half-orc, half-Goliath Growmush, who both seemed very interested to join your venture across Valdur. Soon after, some talks were had, and all of your eyes were towards the table and your allies. Pigeon Food came to your table to request one of you to speak to a gentleman in the corner. Very quickly, at the cusp of deliberation, Theron stood up and stomped over. You found another employee of Midala Pike waiting for you, a clean-shaven, brown-eyed human cloaked and hooded figure. Upon asking, he showed you the same employee card you were given when you went under Pike service, then requested the package you had retrieved from the Tinkers. And after tensions rose and you began to dislike the situation as he informed you that your services were no longer needed, you passed the package off to Terra behind you, stood up and hurled an arcane blast towards the figure. He quickly counterspelled and began his own barrage, impressive arcane spells being thrown as Theron cast his own. Rayloff threw himself in front of Theron and Terra, Gerald just staying off to the side in the moment. Now, as all of you find a fog cloud dissipating and the messenger had vanished from Rayloff's grasp, you all see him on his knees over an unconscious Theron lying on the ground, holding a dagger up and plunging it down to his faintly rising chest. This is where we pick it up. So, I would like all of you to
die.
Not just yet. To place yourselves on the map.
Hey. That's
The
nice, isn't it?
Does Theron even have to?
yes, the gentleman
We
is
need to
here.
know where the body is located.
The messenger is here.
Okay.
And what did you say, Gerald?
I said we need to know where his body's located.
Yeah.
That's why it needs to be on the map.
So I'd say right now, because the messenger's here. So Rayloff, you'd be right in front of him. Yeah, Rayloff would be right in front, and then Terra, and then I'd say Theron would be about here or so.
Would be here, wouldn't he? Because I pushed everyone behind.
Yeah. So
I'll just quickly draw my little circle for my spirit.
Oh. I wouldn't be a sentinel type then anyway.
you wouldn't
Because he's out of
because
range.
yeah. Okay.
No, I'm saying because he's out of range.
Okay. So, on his turn, with the dagger in hand, he is going to hurl it down towards your chest, Theron.
Yeah.
That is a 17 to hit.
You're joking. Oh no, that does not hit.
Theron,
Yeah.
as you're unconscious, you just feel it, and a burning sensation just deep in the center of your chest, just under your sternum, as this messenger, all of you watch as he plunges this dagger in. And you just see the veins again pulse slightly. That's going to be his turn for now. Or the end of his turn, sorry. So mark off 2 death saving throw fails.
Yeah, I know. I knew it was coming.
Okay. Gerald, you are up with Terra on deck.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Great. Definitely. Yeah. Mass healing word I will use for my bonus action. Going to
As you do that, he is going to attempt to cast counterspell at 3rd level.
Okay. Well, it's a 3rd level spell.
Alright, let me mark it off.
So that straight up goes away.
Can you just cast that as a reaction?
Counter spell.
You can spell as a reaction, yeah.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know, to be fair.
Yeah, it's Dispel Magic, which is a action on that.
As you feel all of your arcane ability being pushed out, and the healing energy and arcane begin to swirl out of your hands, you just see the figure just dart, and his eyes stare to you, Gerald. That isn't happening. And you just feel it.
Right.
So you use the spell slot.
Yes. By the ruling, have I? What's it called? Since I have cast it but haven't cast it. Can I still cast a spell, or are you still limited to the cantrip?
Because it counts as you expending the spell slot and casting it.
I'm
you
limited to the
can
cantrip.
use a cantrip.
Yeah.
Let Theron live.
I mean, I can't let Theron live. Not via my means, anyway. In which case... Yeah, Gerald's going to cast Minor Illusion over Theron's body. It is going to be the floor, just above his body, essentially. So that, of course, it sort of obscures it from above.
Okay. Roll, just because I want to know how convincing it is to the messenger. Roll a deception check, and he'll roll a investigation.
Okay. That is 18.
18. Well, he rolled a natural 18 plus some stuff. So you feel like...
I use an inspiration point to reroll. Force him to reroll.
You can.
Even better this time.
I'm not even kidding. Natural 19.
I try inspiration points.
But good try though. Really good try.
I'm using my inspiration point. He can
Wait,
reroll
what?
again.
Fuck me.
Natural.
Natural 19 again.
So please re-roll.
Everyone's using an inspiration point.
Inspiration. Theron is not dying today.
Okay.
How this is going.
Okay.
I think Theron's screwed.
Okay, that's 15 plus investigation plus 6, 21.
Fucking hell.
So you know, so you notice as you cast it, and you feel it's convincing to most. But his eyes like look down briefly and still shift to you, Gerald, and you just catch like the glimpse of just he can see through you. Before you see his eyes start scanning the rest of the battlefield.
Other than that, I just definitely say, Currid, get him out of here. Of course, referring to Briar.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn at this rate, yeah?
Okay, I'll say it'll give a few seconds for Currid to take that in. So, Tara, you are up with Theron on deck.
Yes. Tara's eyes is going to be a dark green from looking up towards him. And you can see some kind of anger. And she's going to say, "Stop this!" I'm going to use 5 charges of the staff, and I'm going to use Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Let me just make sure. And it's going to be able to do 6 creatures, which I'm going to do myself, Gerald, Rayloff, Theron. If Currid is within the 30-foot radius of us.
Currid doesn't need it, Theron does.
I don't really care, and
I'll say, yeah, I'll say, just off in a booth, I'd say they're about here.
Okay, so
I didn't put minis down for them. I should have in retrospect, but yeah.
It's a 30-foot sphere anyway that'll happen. So as I hit the ground, you'll see like a dark green mist come from me into the staff onto the floor, and like dust powder kind of.
That's
out.
awesome. Yeah.
And that's going to do 3d8 plus 4 hit points. Let me roll that. I'm just going to do the one and say everyone got the same. So
Tara slams the staff after shouting for this messenger to stop, and as she does, you see the opal ethereal mist down one arm into the staff, down the staff, like around the vines.
Everyone's going to heal 24 HP.
Nice.
Does that include Theron?
Yes, of course it includes Theron. But as well as, she's going to also use a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say that I've just done 1, 5. Yeah, cool. It even says 5, see. Then I'm going to use I can use half onto one person.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna? Because I've got 7 I can use. Are you saying that I can put 4 as half, or will it be 3 as half?
3.
So I'm gonna use 3 Balm of the Summer Court onto Theron.
Okay.
Being able to up him another 3d6.
What? I didn't zip that much.
12, 15. So Theron goes another 15 HP. And then you get 3 temporary hit points.
What was the first heal, sorry?
24.
24. Not to everyone, though.
And that's for everyone, even the 2 that aren't even in combat. Just I want to make sure that the old man stays alive.
Right, I'm back onto 39.
And then, as the non-action, healing Mogwai, the healing spirit of Mogwai is going to and heal you again.
Yeah.
For another d6.
The small.
Which is to plus 2 more HP.
So the spirit of Mogwai, Theron, as you open your eyes, and you see the messenger looking over you with this dagger in your chest, still holding it firm. You see a spectral Mogwai just and float down on top of you.
I just thought, just roll a d20 investigation check, Theron. Because he's got a floor above him. Can he see the fruit?
Oh, actually, yeah, go on.
But to be fair, wouldn't she see Theron cast minor illusion?
What?
No,
No. Theron wouldn't see anything because he was unconscious. When?
Sorry, not
Joe.
Theron.
19 plus 7 for my
you see through
investigation,
that.
mate.
Yeah, you'd see a faint version of a flora through above that. Yeah.
Crazy.
So, is Mogwai heal me again, or is that have you done all the healing?
Mogwai
2.
has healed you for another 2 HP. I've literally
2.
used everything I have to put you back to maximum again.
I don't know why you've done that, because he's just going to kill me off again.
He's used a lot. Right now, he's used 2 counter spells. He's used 1 to counter a spell. So I've gone, fuck it, he's got no more counter spell.
Okay, I'm on 41. Okay.
All right. Is that your turn,
That's
Tara?
everything
That was a lot. That was a good fucking turn.
In fact,
Is the blade still in me, or not still in me?
The dagger's still in you.
I'm going to
I'm
flank
just like-
him.
Run away with the dagger.
I'm going to flank him.
Okay. All right. So you quickly shift to the one side of him.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Good turn. Theron, you are
And
up
then-
with Rayloff on deck. Theron, what would you like to do?
My... Jesus
You,
Christ.
you are prone, and you are currently just under the messenger as he's got this dagger in your chest. As he looks down to you, like, not shocked, but just with that, like, absent dead stare into your eyes that he showed you when you were speaking. What would you like to do?
Yes, what would I like to do? I'll use Featherfoot now, Jim. To get up, would it cost half my movement?
Yes.
Yes. How much movement do I have? 30. It's a bit of a waste of this, but it isn't a waste. I'm going to cast slow on him.
Okay.
Wisdom save of 15. He'll probably get it, but it's with a go.
Natural 16 plus stuff for wisdom save.
Yeah, okay, it's with
Sorry. It was a good try, though.
Yeah, it's worth it if it worked, if you know what I mean. So then I am, if I can actually control my character, which I can't for some reason. 5. 5. 10. I'm just gonna go here somewhere.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else, can I? Bonus action. Can I bonus action anything? I don't think I can, so just carry on.
Okay. Alright. Rayloff, you are up. What would you like to do? You see Theron has just shifted slightly away. Back into the back into one of the booths. Yeah, hobbling with his dagger still in his chest. All of you do hear Kurid shout out,
I don't care what you think of me. You're coming with me now.
and you hear Briar, "Oh, this is uncomfortable," as you see Kurid come out the booth and like just holding Briar under one arm, and you see his eyes dart down underneath the table, and you just hear,
And you.
and you just see him pick up you see him pick up pigeon food, the small goblin lady, and tuck under the other arm, and you see him, he's going to use all of his movement and dash, and you see rather than going around the tables, he goes as the crow flies, and you see his large arachnid body, the legs straighten up slightly, going over tables and his upper body, his elven body, hardly even moves, it just stays in place, as the arachnid body just over the tables and out through the door. Successfully getting past the messenger as the messenger, what you see his eyes trail, but as soon as they're past, he just turns back to looking at all of you and assessing the battlefield.
Oh, can I retcon a little bit? Can I use a bonus action to shout out to Terra?
Yeah, absolutely.
Terra, see if the package, giving him the package does anything.
If I can respond. He's not getting Jack!
Fair enough.
Rayloff, you're up. What'd you like to do?
Quick question: is this pathway just one way? I'm guessing then it's the booth where Theron is.
I mean, it's an little open booth.
No, I mean like. So
Is there
would
a
you be
window or anything there?
So would I go like? Would I be able to do that? Or
Oh
would I have to-
no, there are, because it's got the bits of like old ship driftwood around each booth, so you'd have to go in.
Yeah. So if someone was standing there, you.
Oh, there.
wouldn't
So
be able-
who's this? Sorry.
That's the messenger.
Okay, cool. And Theron's now here.
Yeah, Theron has darted away.
Okay. So
I think you'll find it's called a strategic exit.
no, that's fine.
Has ran away.
I was just thinking, what would happen with the knife being in his chest? Is it still in his chest, just out of the messenger's hands?
Yeah, it's in Theron's chest as he's clutching it. And...
No worries, that's fine.
To be
Trying
fair,
to keep it in place.
I was going to see if I could bonus action, see if it's magical while I was walking away, but I was like, no.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna move in front of him then.
Okay.
Yes. Next to the Mogwai Spirit. Good shot. Good plan.
Yeah. I'm going to bonus action rage.
Okay. All of you see the eyes begin to form on Railof's armor, and the one growl. You see just a misty fog emanate from his mouth. Awesome. What would you like to do?
With advantage.
Yeah. So I will attack him twice.
Okay.
With advantage because he's flanked.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Yeah. Go for it.
That was the
Yeah.
plan.
I know.
No shove needed.
15 to hit for the first one.
15 does hit.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm glad. That was a
More
terrible roll.
information. Thank you.
And 18 for the second one.
18 does hit. So damage for both, please.
Right
Okay.
down 15 hit AC. Thank you very much.
I've already done it.
That's a 9 slashing for the first one.
Yep.
And then 11 slashing for the second one.
Nice.
And then... yeah, I'm going to move back towards Theron and just to guard him.
Okay.
Just to sort of block the
Okay.
pathway.
As you with a halberd, I take it
Uh,
that you slashed.
yes.
Okay. As you slash diagonally twice, and you see just cuts in his robes quickly emerge. And you notice the first sign of life on his mouth as he smiles and he grins at you, Rayloff, as you sort of back up towards the to the booth where Theron is. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
He is going to you all hear. Answer me now. Will you give me the package?
I don't have the package. Do you want this knife back?
I know who does. And he begins, you notice he begins to swirl his hands around, and as he does, a bright, almost neon pink and purple arcane mist begins to form loosely, and as he keeps rolling, it begins to get tighter and tighter into this small little bead. And he puts his
It won't give you the package.
hands over it.
That's
and
worth trying.
And as he pushes it down, a aura of pink arcane just emanates from the area. So everyone, and I know it's everyone because it's got a 90 feet area.
My God.
Can everyone?
Can I? What is it? Is it a magical spell?
Christ.
It is a spell.
Is Courage also being able to get out of that range?
Does
With the
it,
dash and the movement?
does it require an attack roll, a saving throw?
If you wait until I tell you what to roll, then yes, you'll find out. But
Okay.
very quickly, Terra, roll a roll a D100, and and Gerald, roll a D10 and add that up as a percentile, just to see if Courage
Is it-
and everyone else got out.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, I've got the D100.
I will ask, is it a spell I can use misspell on?
You'll have to.
You're
try
not
in a
going
second.
to. You're going to think I'm bullshitting.
Did you actually
The
get
2 weeks
100?
that I've had,
Yeah.
it's landed on 100.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, but that might be bad.
So
Maybe so.
So
but I'm happy
you
that
don't
I'm
know.
staring at it for
So
3 weeks.
you don't
Yeah.
so you don't know if Courage and everyone else got out of that
Okay.
of the large range. But
Yeah, it's
in your guts, you know
I
they got
hope.
away.
They've probably got away.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
So I want everyone to roll an intelligence saving throw. And Rayloff, it might sound like I'm trying to fuck you on this, but I promise I'm not. The misspell book is 1 use per day, like a lot of the rarity.
Oh, okay, because he didn't say it was a thing. Because yeah, that's fine.
I
just says,
apologize for mentioning it now. I'll write, or if you want to, just write a note on there for it.
Okay.
Because the charge, it recharges every day at dawn.
Does that involve me as well? Yeah.
Yes, everyone.
Yeah. Cool.
What was it? Sorry, intelligence.
Intelligence
Yeah,
saving throw
intelligence
for me,
saving
please.
throw.
Is the spell going through the wall? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
I gain
It
advantage.
doesn't matter. Me rolls dead good anyway. 19 plus 7.
Oh, I thought that was a 19. I got excited then for a second.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Okay.
13.
So 13. Okay, so Gerald and Rayloff, you're taking full damage.
I take off because I'm raging.
Not to this damage. Not to
Is it
psychic.
fire? Yeah,
Oh,
the rage gives
Resistant
to
to it.
everything except fire.
I take a. So with me passing, I get half damage.
You get quarter
So with me
damage.
being resistant,
You get
to
a
it, I
quarter
take
damage,
quarter
yeah.
damage. Yeah, baby.
As
Oh, I'm so happy.
the messenger pushes the small bead slightly down, a shockwave, and the ones that are all of you hear just rattle in your brain. Both Gerald and Rayloff, it begins to shake your eardrums. You feel your head almost bursting. For Theron and Terra, you feel that rumble in your head, and it's painful. It racks your mind, but you are just a lot more resilient in this moment. So, for full damage, Gerald and Rayloff, you take 54 points of psychic damage.
Fuck off.
Theron
now.
and
That would've killed
Theron,
me.
you take 27 points of psychic damage.
25 or 27?
27. And
Would I? Oh, sorry.
and
I'll say after.
Yeah, and Terra, you take 27. Yeah, 13 points of psychic damage.
I'll take that one.
Would I not get half damage because of rage? Because it
And
gives
what's
it it's
17 again?
resistance.
Magical and rage
Well, it's
is-
resistance to everything except fire.
Is Gerald down?
No, he just
Actually,
lives.
that's a that you
I've
know
only
what?
got 17 again.
If it's resistance to every damage except for fire damage,
Yeah.
then yeah.
That's what we said.
Yeah. So you take 27 points of psychic damage as well, rather than the 54. Gerald is the only one who took the full brunt of that.
Brunt.
You,
In this situation, can I just shout over to Terra and just be like, yeah, no,
just as you shout,
oh, go on.
Tara, you see the messenger turn his head like to the side, seeing you in his peripheral,
Yeah.
and you see the veins bulge again and pulsate, and you notice where the veins are, and they begin to pulse all the way up his neck, under his chin, and to his temples. You notice a slight green striation in the skin, and at this point you do notice, I'd say with your passive perception being high enough and being right next to him, where the green shows in the skin,
Yeah.
you almost notice a like furry or fabric-like texture appear before it returns to skin again, and he is going to cast a hand towards you, and he's going to polymorph you into a boar. So I would like,
Too bad, at least boars have tusks.
yeah, I would like you to roll, if I can get polymorph up, a wisdom saving throw for me.
I will. Luckily enough, it's quite high if I roll high, which I do. A fucking natural 20.
Nice. Okay.
27.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
a
Okay. You
proper
definitely
roll.
save on that. Holy shit. So you feel the spell hit you, but then you just feel the magic trying to encase you in something before you, and you just shove it off. I will say as well, Gerald.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Just
No, that's
go back. Gerald, and Rayloff, because you failed the save on that psychic scream as well, you are stunned for 1 round.
Ah, bollocks.
I forgot to say in the moment because I was doing damage for everyone else. But yeah, because you failed the save, you both are stunned for your next until the end of the messenger's next turn. Although you do get a, I will remind you on that stun as well, because I think stun, I don't know how, I know it doesn't say how long it's supposed to last, but it says at the end of your turn you do have you can make an intelligence saving throw to try and save from it. So I'll just say maximum for 2 of the messenger's turns. So you get a chance to save or not.
Okay.
Because it doesn't say how long the stun is supposed to be for. And if you get a save, I'm just thinking, you know, because it's the end of your turn anyway. Yeah, I don't know why it would give you the chance to save.
Am I doing this at, is this at the start of our turns that we get to roll, or the,
at the end
of our turns where you get to turn? Ah,
yeah,
bollocks.
I know. Sorry.
Not sorry.
But yeah, the figure, you push off the magic, and you just see the figure look to you, Terra.
Yeah.
I like you. And that's his turn.
Okay.
Next, Gerald.
Guess I'm rolling.
Yeah, you roll a intelligence save for me.
Okay. Even worse, 1.
You're still
I thought I
stunned.
couldn't beat to 2, but I can.
Alright, Terra, you're up with Theron on deck.
Okay, so even though he says I like you, I'm gonna say I don't pull out. I'm going to wipe part of my any material that probably has some kind of leaf. I'm going to draw the moisture from that, making my ice knife and stab him right in the assuming jugular area where I seen where that thing was. And is it thrown? Okay, no, it's just I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
So I can throw it of range of 60 feet.
Oh, got you. So it's...
If it is thrown, I'm gonna just let it go last second.
Okay, but...
So it's going straight there.
Yeah, you're in 5 feet of him, right?
I am.
So be disadvantage.
I'm right next. That's fine with me.
Okay, so you roll attack with disadvantage.
18 was my first roll. 17 is my second. With a +7. 24.
As you go for that attack, he is going to, like, he puts his hands almost like to the side of him, and you just see a small bit of energy. As a reaction, can you make a wisdom save for me, please?
I will make a wisdom save. 16 + 7, 23.
Okay, you do save. As you feel a slight bit of magic kind of like try and push you away, but you push past that and still just let the ice knife just digs deep into the side of his neck.
So I'll just put it as the normal spell. So anyway, the level 1 spell because that's one that I've got enough of. So it's going to do 1d6, 1d10 damage of. Is it cold damage? Piercing, sorry, for this one.
Okay.
That's the one. Let me just confirm, yeah. Does 5 damage.
Nice.
Piercing damage.
Awesome.
And then it will explode, doing 2d6. Sadly, I am in 5 feet, so I will take the damage as well. 4. 10 damage of cold damage.
Nice.
That I will also drop down.
Awesome.
Directly off where I saw that mark.
As you see the veins like dull down and you cast it, regardless of his reaction to try and stop it, you see the ice knife and you just hear it.
You're not moving, Terra.
And it explodes. You see shards just into his shoulder and into the side of his head and face, just of ice, just digging in.
And just for sexy points, I'm going to jump over him, pretty much leapfrog, but like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you just like somersault over him.
Yeah.
Mate.
Crap.
Yeah.
Like, but I won't be able to do anything anyways. Well, to a degree. What were you going to say?
Can you make a acrobatics check for me?
I will. 90. 21 is my acrobatics.
If Gerald wasn't stunned, you'd be impressed. As Tara grabs onto one of his shoulders and throws her weight over, doing a near perfect somersault over him, and you land. Are you landing on the other side of him?
I will next to my spirit mogwai.
Onto the table, and just prep and get low, and look at him dead in the eye as you see him.
Knowing where Gerald was, I'm going to use 3 of my bomb and some courts on him.
Okay.
As my bonus action.
It's a good view of me now from where you are.
4, 10.
Actually, no, you wouldn't have view on where Gerald is.
Even from my jump over him.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then I wouldn't have been able to do it. Anyways.
Okay.
Stay with that. Let me just confirm.
Which one is Gerald?
Okay. No. I'd have
Okay,
to.
so I made
yeah,
a
yeah.
slight mistake then with my previous thing, so I needed sight.
Yeah.
But
No
my
worries, I won't
bad.
be able to do that.
That's okay.
So cool. Spirit Mogwai is still going to heal me for 1d6,
Okay.
which I rolled a 6.
Nice.
6 heal. And as a bonus action, Spirit Mogwai is going to go the 30 feet towards where I believe Gerald had gone to.
Okay.
So he'll be. Am I just being mentally retarded? That's Gerald.
That's
Yes.
20, 25, 30.
And I saw him go that way. Or
That
that's where we were, sorry.
Yeah, that's where we were.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to go that way.
Okay. Yeah. So just
Um,
through the open doorway, Gerald, just as you're stunned and you're trying to move your body, and you just see coming through the doorway, of just like a small little spectral mogwai owlbear cub just float into you. All right. Awesome.
And-
Is that your turn? And don't forget to move yourself onto the table in front of him now.
Yeah, which has fucked up my plans.
You know what? Because I could do with the extra HP, I'm going to use one of my own bombs, some course, as the bonus action.
Okay, cool.
To heal myself.
Awesome. All right. So
I needed that 5.
you roll for that, and Theron, you were up with Rayloff
Heal
on
and
deck.
1 temporary hit points.
Yeah, I can't really do anything because she's right next to him.
Okay, cool. That's, end of the turn.
5, 10. Can I use a bonus action to slap Rail off on the way out?
To slap him.
Not to thingy him, just to wake him up in it. Or would that require an action?
The stun.
It's an attack.
So I need an action.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. I won't do anything on that then. 5, 10, 15. The only problem is I was going to use Thunderclap, but Terra's right near it, so can't really do it now.
Do posse, no balls.
But
No.
you can do it somewhere else.
If you want to do it.
And it hits an area effect.
I'm pushing at him, so it's so cool, so cool. Mid during push, polymorph. Fucking.
What level's magic missing?
The question, DM. So,
Mhm.
stab him in the neck and it blowing up. Well,
Yeah.
exploding. Did any effect of his nearest towards his neck do anything? Did I see anything?
You didn't see anything in the moment, no.
Okay, that's Well, it's not cool, but yeah.
Okay, I'll cast magic missile at 4th level.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Taking 34 episodes, but he's fucking done it the right way.
Okay.
Kill the enemies.
So roll for damage.
So, yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
It's an extra missile per extra level you put in it.
Yeah.
So it'd be, because it's 1st level spell, it'd be 1d4 plus 4. Yeah.
Per dart, yeah. And it's 1st level. It's 3 darts for 1st level, and then it's an extra dart per level you put onto it. So if I'm right, it's 6. 2, 3, 4, yeah. 6 darts at 1d4 plus
1. Why is it doing this?
Mm-hmm.
17.
It hits. It will hit.
It will hit. Is that 17 damage in total?
17 damage, 17 attack.
You don't need to roll.
It hits guaranteed. You don't
Automatic
need to
hit.
roll for hit.
Oh, you said it did. So it did.
No,
Definitely
no.
did
I
not say.
said. Well, I didn't say anything in that moment. And just now, it was you cast magic missile. Okay, roll for damage.
Okay. Well, I've lost me D4.
Roll on D&D Beyond.
How'd you do that?
It's 6 times.
Should
See on
be-
the left-hand side, bottom
The
left.
bottom left
Yeah,
corner.
sorry,
Little
sorry,
roll thing.
sorry.
D4.
Yeah, because
you
so,
can even
so,
put
so
on
how many do we need? 1d4,
No, there's 3.
which is a 4,
What?
plus 4 times, isn't it?
You want to do it
6.
6 times in total.
6 times.
6 times.
But it's a D4 plus 1.
Oh,
So currently
okay.
you're on 5 damage.
Yeah, so each one is doing 5. There's 30 damage.
Okay. Awesome.
You don't have to roll for each one, Darth.
You could.
You could, but I'm
4 is actually average.
yeah, but I'm fine taking
Oh
the
no,
max
because
roll
it's
on
D4
each.
plus 1. Yeah, you
Yeah.
roll max. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sexy.
So yeah, you push your hand out and you feel the energy. And just as it reaches your hand, all of you see what normal arcane power you see Theron have just and just bulk up in the moment as more bolts, almost like anime missiles, start up into the air.
Can I add the words, just go fuck yourself?
And you see him and just take each hit. And you see him like clutching part of where like one of the missiles had hit. And he's just looking towards you, Theron.
And before me thingy goes, I'll move back in here.
Safety.
Like a little coward with 17 life.
Okay. You notice. Well, Rayloff, would you like to roll a intelligence saving throw for me? Since it's the end of your turn.
No. Well, no, I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. Okay, 20 is what you needed. So
Oh.
you have saved. So
Okay.
next turn you are you're free to do what you will. Gerald, unfortunately, is still stunned until the end of Pike's next turn.
I lose
Or not
rage doing
Pike's,
something.
the messenger.
Yeah, because you didn't get attacked.
Yeah, you lose
Or
rage
attack.
on this one.
Maybe you didn't send a missile to me.
I know. just chop you up. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when someone slaps you on the back for a
Yeah.
PB.
Yeah.
Ah, yes!
Fucking give me it.
I
Okay.
enjoy pain!
Okay. So
Sounds like Borderlands there.
yeah, in this moment, the messenger is going to shout out to you, Theron. Tell them to give me the package of Lofstofson, and I'll spare all of you.
I'll I'll just shout back. It's like, including me.
Give me the package, or you all die.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do I live, or
He
is it
begins
just
to
their life? You know
pull
what,
the
go
mist
fuck
around,
himself.
and he pulls it
He
into
didn't say
that
anything,
similar.
so it's already like going to kill me anyway. So go. Fuck
It has to be.
yourself.
It has to be quick. It's not. It's not even in your turn. That you know. I get like I'm letting you reply in this immediate in his turn. It needs to be quick.
I don't know if you know, Matt, but per round it's 6 seconds.
As he pulls
Right, so,
the mist
I
and
don't care.
collects it again into that small bead, and looks to you, Terra. You have a problem. And he pushes it down again. I want everybody to make a intelligence saving throw again for me, please.
Oh boy.
Okay, not so good, but
18 this time.
I
Okay.
got an 18 as well.
I
Nice.
got a non-natural 20.
Nice.
19.
Okay.
12 plus 7.
Okay. So, Tara,
Yeah,
you are going
Force
to
it
be
again.
taking half damage.
force of damage. Unless it's not psychic, sorry.
It is
I
psychic
think,
damage.
is it the same spell? Yeah.
So, Gerald, Rayloff, and Theron, you're all going to be stunned.
Oh, for God's sake, I just got out of a stuff.
And you take 38 points of psychic damage.
Oh, thank fuck.
And Tara,
Um,
you take 15, 18, oh sorry, 15, 19, then half that, 19, 5.
9.
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
How much damage was it, sorry?
38. And you are stunned.
So Gerald is down.
oh, can I use Chronal Shift to re-roll it?
To reroll your save?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So.
Let me just see something.
Do I have the ability to have a reaction?
No, you're stunned. Unfortunately.
No, before, like in response to that damage, because I broke out the stun beforehand, didn't I?
You did for a brief moment, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
can
so
I use a
technically.
reaction? Well, it depends on how you see it, because I was going to use Stone's Endurance possibly, but it depends on how you see that. Because it's after taking the effect, then it can be applied to reduce the damage. So it's up to you whether it's.
I'd
I
say
can use
I'd say because it was so immediate, just after you came out of it, that you were put back in, then you didn't have a chance to react to it.
Then I'm knocked down as well.
Okay.
Knocked down as in gone.
Unconscious.
It's in like 0.
Fuck.
Glad you
Okay.
didn't roll as high as you did on the last one.
I know,
Because if
yeah.
you did, I'd have actually insta-died.
me.
14 plus 7, 21.
Okay, you do save, so you take. What was it? It was 38.
It's 38,
Half.
so 19.
So you take 19 points of psychic damage, Theron.
Oh, I'm
And
still
you are
down.
and you are not stunned. Okay, you're unconscious then.
He's not stunned, unconscious.
Terror.
I didn't do the maths, but
As you push through this psychic scream again, as it rattles your head, all three of you feel that scream in your head, and as you do, Terry, you just hear as all around you, all of your party members drop unconscious to the pain rattling in their heads, and all of your visions go blurry and dim.
It might be a weird point. Were there any patrons left in this when this fight started and he did the first attack?
Oh yeah.
Did he kill like a shit ton of patrons on the first
You
one?
you notice? I guess Tara is the only one to notice this, but I'll fill it in. Tara, you look around. You don't see Plenty and Growmush, or Briar, or Curried, or Pigeon Food. You do see, cast across the bar and the floor, a half-elf that was there before. You see 2 dwarves, 1 human man, you see 2 tieflings and 4 halflings, all in their booths or at tables that are flattened to the ground or flat against the table, all unmoving and not breathing.
Loot them and run.
Tara, in this moment, just as you look around and all around you, your allies are all down for the count, and plenty of patrons, not plenty, but plenty of patrons scatter the tavern, dead and lifeless. In this moment, the messenger looks to you. Give me the package, girl. You're on your own.
I'll look at him with just the hearing of the drops of my allies, so not actively looking side to side. I could have done this all day.
I
You
know.
leave. I'll get the bag. Pull out the package. Leave now.
And you see him reach his hand out.
Can I see any marks or anything on, like, anything down here?
Roll a quick, because I'd say it's on your turn anyway now, roughly.
Yeah.
I will ask as well, in between that. Yeah, Gerald, can you roll a death saving throw for me, please?
I'll roll
10.
the...
10. Okay, 1 success. Nice, just barely.
Nice.
1 success.
Just barely
Yeah.
do it, but we're there.
Awesome. Okay. Tara, what was the perception roll?
I
Sorry?
will. 19 plus perception. Perception is full 23.
You notice as he reaches out and the sleeve kind of like comes up, just I'd say about to here. You notice the middle of the forearm where some of the attacks and spells had damaged him from all of you. The breaks in the skin, they're not breaks to the meat and the muscle and the blood underneath, but you see striations of almost like, again, that green fabric, that weird fur like substance underneath. It's subtle, but it's like a mixture between a dark and light, like mossy kind of green that is just like showing up underneath the skin. As he reaches out and he grabs the package.
I'll really let him have it.
I never meant for this to happen.
That's a lie. No, go! Just dead-eyeing him in the face. Like, eye to eye, nothing around it.
Roll intimidation check.
It's 18. Intimidation
okay.
is 1. It's 19.
Your rolls have been dead good.
Yeah.
I know, well, yeah, I know. Fuck, I'll take the ones that I need.
I've been the opposite.
This is just...
And you see in this moment he just like tucks the package into a bag on his side. Until we meet again.
Hopefully never.
And he darts out the door.
The moment he leaves, I'm going to use my last 5 charges of the staff to mask your wounds again.
I do just want to, in that moment, because we went over a little bit of time, I just want to
Sorry.
add a little bit more RNG.
Yeah, cool.
Can Rayloff and Theron both
Saving
roll a
throw,
death
yeah,
saving
yeah,
throw
yeah,
for
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Well, I need to anyway when I
Yeah.
gave him the action. I'll
15.
start rolling me
One
dice.
success.
20.
Just a flat d20.
19.
Yeah, okay. Success, 1 success on everyone. So, okay, Tara, you use the last. Are you using the last 5 charges?
I am. I'm gonna have to roll
You're
my
gonna have
d20.
to. Yes, you are. Okay, so roll the healing first.
Okay, so that was 8, 3, and 2. 8. That's 13 plus 4. 17 HP to everybody, including myself.
Okay.
17 heal.
Out of interest, did we ever get a name off this
Question.
associate?
No.
No.
You didn't.
No. That's fine.
It says choose up to 6 creatures.
Mhm.
Does that mean that I could heal 2 people more, or is it just those 6? If
D-
there's
d-
4
it's-
of those
it's-
6,
it-
it's
yeah.
2
Do
back.
you use the word
Yeah.
target? Because you could target the same person twice.
It's
technically.
creature, up to
Yeah, it
6
says
creatures.
choose
So
up to 6
so yeah.
creatures.
So basically,
So
if you can go
it's a
up to
flat
6, and you can do only 4 creatures around you, then
unlucky.
sucks to be you. Yeah.
You've lost 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can
now
try and
roll
use it on
d20,
some of the patrons.
which are dead.
You don't know. You, know
You could try,
Okay.
I guess, if you got 2 spare.
2
Whatever you,
closest.
whatever
Okay.
you do, don't do that Elven Bard because he's after Theron's ass.
Then definitely that person.
Okay, you.
The 2 closest that isn't that person.
Okay, 2 closest. I'd say.
Not the yeah, not yeah. Go on.
Uh,
Not closest, not the boss.
Okay. Excluding the bard who is cast next to the fireplace, the young boy with the loot just cast to the side, lifeless and dead. You ignore him, and go to use the last 2 charges on a the familiar the dwarf and the human that were punching each other up and pissing on each other prior.
Lovely. Okay.
Oh, great.
You see the energy as they're lying flat and are cast across the floor and the table. You just see the energy just into an unmoving chest on both.
No worries. I'm gonna roll for I rolled a 10. It's all good. Just got no charges
Okay,
left.
no charges, but your staff is still good.
The first thing I'm gonna do is walk to Theron.
Okay, as I will say, as all of you in this moment, and you all come to consciousness, you look around and you see bodies strewn across the entire tavern. Some of your previous allies nowhere to be seen. The messenger gone, and Terror, with a stern face, just bounding over to Theron.
I'm not even
Yeah.
looking. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Did you give him the package, Terror?
I'm going to pick him up by the scuff. What was in the package?
I don't know what was in the package. That's
I'm
not
going
my
to
knowledge.
throw
to
him
have.
back down and go find Gerald to see if
Yeah,
he's alright.
Theron, you kind of get picked
Obviously,
up,
walking past
and
Gerald.
as you say you don't know,
No
you just
resistance.
you just get your body slammed back onto the ground.
Yeah. First thing Gerald's going to do upon waking up is he'll crawl to the corner to see, of course, Tara there running off to there. And he's going to go back to Mogwai's spirit, and he's also going to quickly down a vial
Okay.
himself.
As you do, Gerald,
Yes.
just before Terra gets to you, and just as you are like searching for that vial in your bag, in this moment, you are starving. The fact that that hunger, that ability to sate yourself was nearly taken away. You're almost angry with yourself. In your mind, you just feel weak and stupid. Too weak to hold on to even be able to fill that need. You're too weak.
Yeah. I'm going to drink. I get the first one, immediately down that.
Yeah, you.
And in fact, that isn't satiating enough. Second one is going straight away.
Second one, and in this moment you feel that numb, that's like tingly, numb sensation through your body
6.
as it courses through you. You.
Sorry, just putting a healing
Yeah,
on there
don't
as
worry,
well.
don't worry about it. You still have that need. It's
Third one is going.
shaking
I will
in you.
definitely
You
notice.
throw the third one back. Tell me how much you satiate.
That's another 6, so I'm now at 36 out of 49.
Okay. You
The
feel
word satiate.
not satiate, satiate.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Carry on.
you just feel like you're barely indulged. And you feel that those numb tingles slowly leave down your shoulders to your fingertips and just off. You worry the next time that opportunity is nearly taken away from you again.
Oh no, during that part, just before Tara gets there, he's going to start crawling over to like the nearest body, probably in the booth next to him.
There's none in the booth next to you.
Oh, never mind.
But you begin.
I'll start crawling towards the exit then.
Yeah, as your hands and knees, you are crawling frantically out, and your eyes and nose immediately pick up one younger boy lying dead next to you, or next to where you exit, just off to the left of you, holding a lute. He smells and looks delicious. What you would give right now. You feel that urge begin to throb in your mind.
I'll let Tara now get to that sort of catch-up point from having downed them.
Just in the moment, you are beginning to slowly come down from that urge, as the vials are just barely topping you off, barely.
Meta-wise, are you vampire Kenku? This is interesting.
I mean,
Some
you
kind
want
of urge.
Yeah, you could. I'll give you that. Yes.
Felt like
No,
that when you
I mean,
wanted
everyone doesn't know.
the drinking of blood, unless it was someone's fucking kink. That's a bit weird.
Hey, listen,
like
don't,
drinking
we don't kink shame in All Talk No Dice. Do not fucking dare go there. That's the one line we don't cross.
Yeah.
But Tara, you catch up to Gerald as he's frantically on the floor, and you see him like crawl out and staring at the young boy, the bard, before you catch up to him.
Gerald, are you okay? Am I seeing full on eyeing this?
Yeah, there's like no doubt about it. He's definitely staring at the boy, but whether or not you can tell, like it's not that you can tell it's bloodlust, but definitely you could tell.
Yeah,
you can't even tell if it's shock or
you
bloodlust.
can't.
You
Yeah,
can't tell the
you
difference
can't.
there.
You can't tell the reason why he's staring at this boy, but his eyes are wide, fixated.
He's just crawled out and staring at the dead body.
Have we got like a mini door? Is it like a complete just open?
Open. What for? Where Gerald came out of, or it's just an open doorway. Open, like, I guess not doorway. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, open space with no door, no hinges. You just walk through, in and out.
Yeah. I'll go to Gerald. I'll kind of like kneel down, or but like keep on my toes. Kneel. You know how you like?
Yeah.
Go down. You okay?
Just, I'm gonna lash out and just try. I'm gonna grab immediately onto your arm.
All right. So roll an unarmed attack for me.
That's a natural 20.
It hits.
You latch on and dig your talons into Tara's arm. So roll for your.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this.
Probably not. No. I'm glad I healed.
Yeah. Wait. Let me.
Oh, beautiful.
I bring you up. You put me down. 200.
No. 6, 7.
Okay, I'm taking a good hit.
10.
Welcome
14.
to the adventures of Vamp Raven.
You take 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I'm gonna start bleeding, but I'm okay.
As
He's down.
you feel on your arm as Gerald latches onto it, you feel his claws dig in and just almost tear into the muscle and the meat, but still latching on.
Yeah.
Almost ignoring that fact, he's just gonna lick the blood off. He's gonna be like, bring it straight to his beak.
Seems just frantically.
I'm gonna do a quick look back to see if Theron and Rayloff are in view.
I'd say they're both in view. Whether they're looking or what you're seeing there,
Looking
it's up to them.
generally this way, also. Okay.
I'm just still like
Yeah, you're on the floor, still just wincing to get up. Rayloff, what are you
Oh,
doing?
well, I'm by the table trying to pick up a beer and just like.
Okay. And Rayloff.
Liquid courage.
Well, I was gonna wait till after but I was gonna. Well, so after Terra starts moving past, I'll get up
Mhm.
and I'll go towards Theron. I've seen him try and get a drink. I'm just gonna knock it out of his hand. What was that, Theron? What's going on?
Give me a second, will you?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him by his shirt and
Yeah.
lift him
Yeah.
up.
Okay, roll the strength check for me. And while this interaction is happening, Terry, you hear Rayloff raising his voice to Theron. So, and right now you can imagine they're focused on each other.
Okay. I'm gonna like squint my eyes, thinking, this kind of wrong.
Daryl's
I'm going to-
sort of relax it back and is sort of like
Obviously, it's still
I'll just-
fucking here, so I'm gonna try and clench.
he's going to be
But,
leaning back and just like,
I'm gonna drag the corpse in and try to push it as far back so they can't. If they looked, they wouldn't be able to see us.
Okay, I'll say.
And I'm going to kind of push the kid's corpse on top of Gerald.
What is going on?
I know.
What are you doing?
So he can make minimal movements and he can do what he needs, knowing that I've seen him lick his own talons about the
So
blood.
I want you to
So
roll.
I'm assuming that he wants.
I want you to
Oh,
roll a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
That's all you are.
Okay,
You're lucky
12
that she's
was the first one.
And Theron hasn't seen anything yet.
17, 12, sleight of hand's 2, 14.
Okay.
My
You
disadvantage.
subtly enough, like, drag and nudge the young boy's body. I'd say he's about 15 or so.
Okay. At least he's
So
a
not
low
young,
fifth.
but
Yeah.
old
Young.
enough to probably be flirting with
Yeah,
Theron.
he hasn't probably got a job yet.
Yeah, except for the board.
Be
Except the
flirting with
lids.
Theron, that's a bit.
And shut up. And you
They
gently
won't fancy the
nudge
bar, watch out.
and drag. And Gerald, to your surprise, Tara doesn't. She looks worried and concerned, but she grabs the shoulder of the boy and just begins to gently tug and look over her shoulder at the same time, placing the boy's body kind of like if you're like up against the wall sitting with your knees, knees up here. She places the body just kind of there, like in between your knees, with it like his head nearly pressed to yours, but obviously
in which
facing
case
away.
then, yeah, I could just make a cut with the claws against his neck and then just finish like feeding and satiate myself to like full HP
Yeah.
essentially.
Tara,
Bring myself fully back.
in front of your eyes, it's a few moments, but you just see Gerald almost gently
gonna
just
take it
reach a finger and you begin to see,
Like he knows where he's
Yeah.
got him.
and you see a stream of thick crimson begin to run out as Gerald's beak and mouth quickly and just latch onto that opening.
Yes. Meta-wise, Theron's really angry at the moment because you're all moral bastards. And you're on about me.
So
Yes, I'm still.
while that's
down.
happening,
Question Gerald's
while,
morals.
while that's happening, rail off that strength check.
22.
Easy, yeah. You in this moment, you grab him just with one arm and lift him up.
I'm
Theron,
just
you
gonna
are
lift him
up
to my
2
height
feet in
and
the
just
air.
slam him. And just slam him back into the ball.
Okay, roll a unarmed strike for me.
Oh, more like holding him against the
Oh, got
wall.
you. Yeah. So Theron, you are pulled up off of your feet about 2 feet off the ground, and your body is slammed against one of the hard walls as you see Rayloff standing, just staring into your eyes and growling at you.
So, big boy, what do you want to know?
Why are we getting into these situations around you? Is this what...
You'd end up getting in some kind of situation.
All of this started because you went over to someone, and all of a sudden, all of this has happened. Why?
It was just a job.
Yeah, Just
I
a
didn't
job.
know he was going to do that.
Before you even say anything else, I'm throwing him into the other room.
Okay.
Full strength.
Okay. Roll a roll a strength check for me.
Yeah,
And
roll.
also in this moment as well.
Can I roll contested strength check?
No.
Okay,
I will say if you.
She's criminal shift.
I will say.
You don't
Well,
need
I'll say, if you want to, you can roll acrobatics to try and like against his
You got
strength.
no acrobatics.
Okay.
Go on then, yeah, acrobatics, yeah.
So
Let's see
rail
what.
off.
Let's see what acrobatics the ones got.
Natural 20. There is a natural 20.
I'll say.
Natural 20. No, I'm joking.
I'll say while you're rolling that as well, Gerald.
Plus 1, 16.
Yes.
Okay, 16 and Rayloff, what did you roll?
Oh, the natural 1.
Oh,
So
8. Oh, fuck me. Okay, you go to launch, but Theron kind of like catches his feet down on the ground and against your hand and kind of pushes off, landing on his feet, like hobbling back slightly.
I still go on the ground. I'm just like.
Okay, you catch on your feet and back onto your back on the ground, holding. In this moment,
And you just see me trying to reach for a beer on the table somewhere.
Gerald,
Yes.
as all that has happened, and Tara, you are engrossed by seeing this.
Yeah, I'm literally watching it.
After a few moments, you are fully satiated. I will say as well, we'll put a number on it. Every body is 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Well, it's just for Gerald.
And then
Yeah, that's fine.
and then I shall sort of lift up. I won't have fully like gone for it because it would take forever to
Yeah.
sort of drain a full human at that rate. But then just sort of wipe and then sort of cuddly come more to my senses and then realize Tara's watching and be like, and then realize that sort of the body wasn't with me and then be like, don't tell the others. And, wait,
Alex.
what's that?
They were plus.
Pointing to the cut on your arm there.
Gone how I've got this cut.
Hmm.
Nah, I've forgotten how
Oh,
I've got
it was the one that he caused on you.
Oh. It's fine.
No. Was that? I'm gonna. What's it called? I'm not gonna do cure wounds. I'm just gonna say, use mass healing word, and use it as the verbal. I'm so sorry. I did not mean that. And I'm gonna cast mass healing words on to heal you from a distance more.
Okay.
Well, so then you get 4, 5,
If it's
6.
40, I'm at max.
Trying to do
So
maths.
roll.
Sorry.
No, don't
Yes,
worry
it
about
is. It's over 40 healing.
Cool.
So there we go.
You feel a lot of your wounds, Tara, just close up in the pain. Just leave your body.
I don't really care. Are you okay?
I was just scared and desperate. I needed help.
What?
I knew this was the only way I could heal.
How long have you been like this?
No more than a few months. Not long before I met you lot.
How?
Now is not the time or place.
Just as you say that, you hear Rayloff shout towards Theron and slam him against a wall and push him down to the ground. And you hear Theron as he clutches his side and landing on his back. Both of your eyes quickly turn to Rayloff and Theron, kind of nudging, like the boy's body just sort of, as you've turned him
I'll push him
over,
to the side a bit.
turned him over on his front so no one can see the cut.
So I'm trying to reach for a spear.
Yeah, and you're
I cast invisibility.
Do you have the spell slots available?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus from his cloak.
And you got a cloak.
Yeah, I'm not using that unless I have to. Come on.
Okay. Well, if anything, your cloak should be used more than your spell.
It's okay.
So-
You want to use the spell
But
slot, that's
it's
fine.
completely
So, in that moment, you grab a beer.
I'll go to grab it and then
Yeah.
like, nah.
And Rayloff, in front of your eyes, Theron just vanishes from view.
For meta purposes, all I do is make my way round to the bar because no one's there.
Okay. Are you doing it quietly?
Not particularly. I'm
Okay.
just actually getting spirits and that look like the floating and glasses onto the bar, and
Okay.
then I'll just
All right.
I'll
All of you begin
make myself visible.
in the silence as Rayloff. You're kind of just caught in the moment, wondering where Theron has gone, and you catch eyes with Gerald and Tara from the far wall. Before all of you begin to hear. Clunk, 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 thump.
But would I not hear him getting up? Well, it doesn't matter actually. Anyway.
I'll just say in the moment.
You heard that bar.
You just hear him at the bar with a lot of clanking. As I'd say, just at least for you in that moment, just anger, and all you hear in your ears and just pissed off. But all of you do hear gentle clanks as you turn to the bar top, and you just see a few bottles being just floating and getting from the back shelves and glasses.
Gerald's got to activate his bonus eye, definitely.
You see, yeah, you see Theron, like, kind of in pain and reaching up and looking around getting glasses before Theron undoes the invisibility.
No, guys, are we going to talk on him? Or what?
Because Gerald's just gonna
Well,
shake
talking is
himself
what
sort of
caused
more
this in the
sense.
first place.
Yeah, talking causes a lot of troubles, big man.
Right.
Is there anyone that looks
I'm
like...
going to use a bonus action then to throw my dancing scimitar at him.
Okay.
As in, to make it float by him.
Yeah. As
sort
Rayloff,
of float there.
As Rayloff says that, he just reaches to the side and just unsheaths the scimitar and lets go at full extension. As Theron, you see a blade straight to you, and just before it makes contact, you feel like a weird push against the scimitar as it.
I ready chronal shift as a reaction,
Okay.
but when it stops, I'm just like, okay.
As you see the scimitar just floating in front of your neck, and just as that happens, all of you hear from the main doorway.
Is it safe to come back in?
Yes.
And as that happens, I send a telepathic message to Kurid and go, "You got my back, buddy."
Roll a persuasion check for me.
I'd like to add to that, no violence. Oh, 12 plus 1, 13.
You hear in your head.
What did you do? You... I thought I was a monster.
And just as Kurid is partly coming in and stopped at the door, silent, that is where we're going to call for a break and come back in just a little while to pick up from there and see what the aftermath of all this is. But to everyone who's watching, thank you so much for sticking around. It's been intense and crazy, but yeah, we are going to go take a short break to go to the bathroom and get some snackies, so go do the same, and we will see you in just a short while.
Super.
Well, welcome back to the game. As we come back in, the Companions of Fate finishing their conflict and their fight against the unknown messenger sent by Theron's employer, Midola Pike. As the battle waged on and you all found different ways to fight against him, while also being caught off guard multiple times by very powerful arcane abilities. The fight ended as 3 of you fell to the ground, unconscious, grasping at life, as Terra decided to finally give in and give the package to this being and order him away. And as we're coming back in after a few words and and the odd feast on a young bard, we come in, and just as Theron motions to the bar top, with glasses lined up and spirits all behind, and you all hear the door open, just, and you hear Kurid ask if it's okay to come in now. You see him for a moment as you notice Theron's eyes go to him, and then Theron's head just kind of sinks slightly after a moment as Kurid looks down again, and you see his eyes fixated on all of the bodies around.
Why would you do this?
He didn't do it specifically, buddy.
Is this still in his head?
No,
Because he's just saying it out loud. Okay.
Who's the job for, Theron?
You know full well. It's for Midola Pike. You know, parrot guy.
And as
The
you
one
said,
at the start.
sorry, as you're speaking, Kurid funnels in very tentatively, and behind him, trailing in, you see Briar hobbling. You see Plenty and Growmush and Pigeon Food all come in behind and all wide-eyed. Even Growmush is just taken aback.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we got fucking spectators.
You're meaning to tell me, the guy that we're searching for screwing us over, you're still taking jobs from?
I was. Until this point, yes.
Well, it's one job too many, isn't it, Theron?
Yeah, one job too many. One job too many.
I mean, I've read the nearest Dale cask guy found that him.
Well, the nearest tankard, yeah. Make a ranged attack. So, D20 plus your dex.
12.
What's your AC? 11. Theron.
Come on, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as a tankard hits you on the head.
I use Colonel Shift.
Okay, reroll.
Okay. Rerolls.
And mark off the spell slot in the reaction as well.
That does go down. It is 9 in total.
Okay, as you launch it and you swear you're on target, you see Theron just hold up a hand, and the tankard, as it was going straight towards him, almost like glitches to the side, and
as that happens, I'm just like, come on. I'm willing to explain everything. Everybody's to have a drink.
What's there to explain?
What is there to explain? What you want explaining? I fucking had enough.
Did you kill all of these people?
Not me personally, but due to my actions, I have to bear some responsibility. Yes.
They were some of my friends.
and you hear Plenty.
Yeah.
Growmush, calm down. I'm sure there's an explanation for all of this. And you immediately hear Pigeon Food behind.
Great. I'm gonna have to clean all of this up tonight before we leave in the morning. Really, thank you. Thank you so much for ruining my opportunity to work here. Thank you.
Yeah.
As she
Yeah.
darts around and starts moving tables and tankards. And you see Courage just looking down sheepishly, and then up at you, and as he catches your eyes, Theron, he just looks back down.
Explain then. Explain why you thought it was a good idea to take a job, not only initially to set all of us up, but then take a job again with the person who we all agreed would go after and find and put to justice, and you went behind our backs again to do a job with them. Explain it.
Hey, let me explain a few things to you. It's called economy.
You're not
You
talking
need-
about money.
Yeah, of course
You're not
I am.
talking about money.
Oh, okay. Says the person that Kurid, and you knew on some level that Kurid got that money from somewhere else. You were happy to fucking spend it on the boat. Don't give me shit. Let me explain.
Courage is here.
I know Kurid, and I don't judge. And I don't judge you at all.
That gold was a gift and it was on me.
I
got
know.
it.
And that's what I'm saying. She happily took it, knowing that was probably dodgy. Let's be honest. I'm just saying, I took jobs off Medalla Pike. This hero business hasn't really given us fruits of any labor so far.
I'm going to take out a handful of coin from Eric's amount that we have.
Yeah.
From my so I'll pull out a smaller bag out of the bag of holding, and then from that bag grab
a handful
and throw it on his face or something.
Yeah. Theron just
Well,
in front of
that's
you.
Sign
tank-
off!
Well,
So
that's
about
funny.
50
I
gold
never got
pieces.
any. No, you know what? Keep the gold. It's not about the gold. It's
You
just
pick it up.
that.
You wanted the gold.
Fine,
You
Tara.
wanted to do.
Tara,
How much was he going
Tara.
to? How much was he going to pay you?
I don't know. Pretty well, probably.
And probably in
Until I
sand.
fucked up.
or is
Sand?
wood a
Pigeon
better
sand.
currency?
And I'll,
What's wrong
like,
with sand?
tuck it in. Oh, courage, yes, the sand is fantastic. For
Exactly.
us,
That kind of-
economy, there's worth nothing. What can you pay
Okay.
with sand?
Okay.
If it's a weight, that's the best you've got.
You know what? Can Theron do a little investigation check?
Just tell me what you want to do, and I'll give you a roll.
He just wants to look over everybody, see if there's any noticeable differences physically.
Roll a perception check for me.
Or being
You
beaten
know, you know where I'm going with this.
I mean, Gerald was full health when he started before you saw him and after, so you wouldn't notice any difference with him.
$13 plus 6.
Okay, 19. You, except for Gerald and Tara to a degree, you notice a few
And
cuts
you'll
and
Tara to full.
yeah.
I am full.
I'd say you notice a few fresh healed cuts or bruises. Rayloff is a little beaten up, and a lot.
A lot.
Do I recognize the wounds on Tara's arms as anything other than human?
I am human, if that's what you're on about.
No.
about
I'm saying the wounds on your arms. Do they look like a human?
I don't have any, apart from maybe what he says about maybe a bit of scarring. But I'm fully healed. I'm 76 out of 6.
All you see on Tara's arms, the parts that like through the sleeves of her robes that are showing, just general scars.
Okay.
No real pattern to any. Just as much as you have in Gerald and Rayloff.
I was
Courage,
trying to get to the moral high ground thing, but I can't really do it now.
Courage and everyone else. You see Courage is a little bit flushed and exhausted.
Yeah, for running.
But,
as far away
yeah.
as probably does.
So is Gromosh. You notice Plenty
Listen, guys.
is still full of energy, and so is Pigeon Food, and Briar is just hobbling and now sitting down. He can't really stand too long.
Yeah. No.
Listen, guys. We weren't really making money. I was enjoying just being with you guys. I had to take a few jobs. I apologize.
Literally offered you anything you wanted. How is that not enough? Anything.
Anything? What is
As
anything?
you said, you could have asked. You could have asked for literally trade, continuous money from them.
From who?
The Lord, the entire town of Brenton.
No, I couldn't. Because I had to ask about my own hometown.
But then, how is economy then your most important aspect?
Because I need to fucking live.
But
Why
then-
didn't you stay in Brenton then? Why didn't you just stay in the shop and just sit there as magic items come in and they get sold off? Why didn't you just stay there if you wanted
Yeah.
money?
Help Sierra.
You know
Or
what?
even use the money Curd got.
I'm not being funny, but I'm not into the boring life, as you guys probably know.
So you'd rather go around, do quote-unquote jobs, and this is what's left behind.
What you mean, left behind?
I'm just gonna Jeff.
Is better than killing.
I agree. I never
you?
hoped for these people to die.
And yet here we are. Again.
Yes, here we are. Shall I tell you about death? Do you really understand what death is?
Yes.
Okay, I think none of us need to hear this. Let's go sit down. Come on, Gromosh. Courage,
Okay.
Briar. And you see the small group of allies
Rayloff.
go over to a table.
Rayloff, tell me about your tribe. Have you killed all of them?
No.
Yeah, exactly. All you idiots don't actually even understand what life is, or the importance of life.
You hear on the table.
What did you call me?
And you see Gromosh stand up from the table.
I didn't mean you, Gromosh.
Be
I
nice.
barely know you.
Be nice to the bird.
I meant specifically the party members that I'm with.
Be nice to Gerald. He made my birthday great. I will make you join all of these people on the floor.
Fine, that's what I probably deserve.
Then he just sits down, and you see Plenty is like all over him. It's okay, calm. And just starts rubbing like the sides of his head. And you see Gromosh, yeah, giving the woosah.
Yeah.
You see
Who's
Theron.
that big boy?
You just see Theron sort of cover his head and just sulk down, just like.
And why do we have to have taken life to understand the value and appreciation of it?
Oof. That was a question.
You want the real answer?
Yes.
You're probably going to kill me anyway, so what's the fucking point? You know very well I dabble in time magic. My father and mother ruled the town where I came from, and they built me a massive clock tower because I was obsessed with time and magic and heroes and all the rest of it. And I thought it'd be good to mess around with time magic. And I thought I had everything right. I thought I thought about every single contingency. Evidently I didn't. And a cataclysm happened. It was like a big magical backfire. I don't actually fully understand it, but I pretty much decimated and destroyed my hometown single-handedly. So when you're talking about the value of life, I know full well what that means.
And what were you trying to do right?
That I'm not going to tell you at this point.
Well, you're going to need to know that for everyone to die in your hometown.
I
What
never
did
said
you do?
I never said they were dead.
Okay, you destroyed your whole hometown. So what did you do? Destroy the buildings and leave the people? That means nothing about life has changed.
No, the buildings are still there-ish, maybe. Maybe.
So what happened?
If
You've
you ever
avoided the question.
You know what? I don't actually know full well. All I know is the magical spell backfired, and everything, reality itself, seemed to dissolve in front of me. I don't know. I ran. I was a child, a teenager at the time. I just fled.
And that's your justification for this?
No, not at all. I have no justification for this.
Okay then.
It's an unfortunate
You don't have-
incident that's happened due to some decision I've made. I'm partially responsible, yes, I grant you that.
Well, I'll ask you one.
But the person who did it, they knew exactly what they were fucking doing. And no offense, you guys must be pretty gullible, but he pretty much wanted me out the way. For whatever purpose, or for whatever reason.
Currid, lightly stands up from his, furled sitting position with the legs underneath his arachnid body.
I have one question, and that's all I want to ask.
Go on, Currid.
Is there anything you could have done to make this not happen?
Yeah. Unfortunately. I probably should have just given the package straight away. I did, but I didn't believe.
See you on the ship.
And Currid stands up, whipping this cloak over his upper body as the arachnid out the door.
I apologise for that.
No, it's okay.
I look at everybody and just like, yeah, I'm morally grey. Yeah, I took jobs. This is my fault-ish. But I swear to God, if I find out any of you are morally corrupt in any way, shape, or form, I'll be on you. Because no offense, we're all just beings trying to live in this universe that's corrupted by the gods trying to take our souls for their own pleasure. For subsistence. All we're doing is trying to live here. Just cut me some slack, man.
I'm not here to claim that I'm morally right in all of my decisions. Just that you've caused absolute havoc.
I understand that.
And what are you going to do to make things right?
What do I need to do? I don't know.
You should find the answer to that, and Gerald is going to leave and head towards the ship.
Oh, snap. Just leave him to his... with his own conscience.
Briar stands up slightly.
Theron,
Yeah, Brian.
there are some things in life you need to learn.
Yeah.
One is your actions have consequences. And if those
I know that
consequences
very
are
well.
not seen fondly, sometimes it is your friends will like you more for you accepting your faults and finding the right reparations for more unfortunate folk, namely the ones lying at your feet, unable to breathe another breath, unable to see their family again.
I telepathically chuck him a message. I'm just like, what if exactly what happened here today needs to happen for other things to happen in the future?
Then I would let your
In your head, you hear back.
then I would let your friends know, so they know what danger is ahead.
That's the thing, isn't it? We can only match machination by machination, the throes of fate, in order to make a future that you want.
It may be the future that you want, but it might not be for your friends. Let them know. At least they know
Yeah.
what kind of storm they'll walk into, or walk away from.
Yeah, I'll bear that in mind.
And
Oh, by the way,
Hmm,
how was the cheese?
I didn't try any. All of this happened before I got a nibble.
and
Can I make an insight check?
yeah, go ahead.
See if he nibbled on that cheesy goodness.
I'm just gonna say no.
7+1, maybe. Probably
No.
7+1.
No, he's honest. He hasn't touched any cheese. And Briar openly says to all of you,
I will see you on the ship for boarding.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Tara.
and he hobbles out.
As he's walking away, just say Tara,
Yes, we love.
make sure Briar gets back all right.
Do you want me to go?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's going to try beat me up. That's what he's going to do.
Okay. See ya. I'm gonna do that one glance towards Theron, and then carry on walking. And
Yeah, and at this time, you see Gromush still hunched over the table and Plenty next to him, just kind of rubbing his arm and looking over. Shall we make our way?
As I'm walking past to I want to say Mogrush.
No, Margrush was the last. Gromush.
Black-
Yeah, Gromush
Yeah.
and Plenty.
Gromush. I'm
There's a
gonna
lot of mushes.
yeah. I'm gonna go to Gromush and just as I'm walking past. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh, the best
And then I'll still
birthday
go out.
ever.
As you go out and
Okay.
Plenty just looks to you, Rayloff. We will make our way unless you wish us to stay.
I'm not sure what's the best thing for you to do at this point, but it might be better to do it wherever is safer for the minute. I don't know if whoever caused this is coming back.
Well, we'll make sure that our favorite big boy is safe and stay until you leave.
I doubt it. He got the package. Unless they really did want to just cut loose ties and kill me. And Theron just takes a massive swig of whatever concoction he's just fucking made. All the spirits he's just fucking slammed into one pint glass and he's just fucking necked a quarter of it.
You're trying to say about morality, Theron. But you're doing the same things. You knew straight from initially that he was bad news and you still took a job. I'm not pointing into question your morality on that. I have one question left.
Okay.
Do you feel any remorse for what's happened here? Any remorse for what happened the last time as well? To what happened to us? The situation we've been left in. Again.
Yes.
I'll insight that.
Alright, roll an insight check. And Theron, either roll a deception or roll just for placebo or not at all.
Well, I rolled a 9, so you probably don't need to roll much if you're trying a deception anyway.
I mean, meta, like...
Don't worry about meta.
Okay. Oh, 5.
So
Plus 1, 6.
So what can Rayloff gauge from your reaction when you say you feel remorse?
I'm being sincere. I don't want anyone to be hurt. Although you do sort of sense that if need be, well, you wouldn't sense that, but yeah. In this instance, I do actually have remorse.
You'll sort of feel the blade sort of get closer to you. Sort of
And I'll move into it so it cuts me a little bit.
Well, I was going to say, just going.
No, I don't mind.
Roll.
I'll go into it and I'll just stare into your eyes. Go on. What's that?
Rayloff, roll the damage of the scimitar for me.
20. I'm down.
7.
You take 7 points of slashing damage as you step in, and you feel it just into your neck slightly.
And I'll just
I'm just
stare
going
at
to
it.
bring it back.
No, don't take it away. Maybe this is what I deserve.
What you deserve, Theron, doesn't matter.
Apparently it does, or else we wouldn't have this conversation, would we?
I could kill you.
It's not up to me to decide what you deserve.
Shame Dorian Gromage. Go on.
Yeah, you see Planty just, no, you won't.
You know what, Rayloff? Ultimately, everyone deserves something, don't they? In time. If you span your life out long enough, everyone deserves something. And I'm no different.
So, when are you going to change that then? You obviously aren't happy with what it is at the minute, what you think it is. When are you going to start changing it? I'm going to hold... So, as the hand pulls it back, I'm going to put it back into my sheath and I'm going to hold out to him.
That is the real question, isn't it? How do you change all of this? All of the suffering? All of the hate? How do you stop it?
You start trying.
Trying isn't good enough. You need a plan. A plan of action that'll test time itself.
Plan isn't going to do anything if you aren't willing to try, Theron.
No, I'm not saying I won't try. I'm saying I will do it. Given enough time to make a plan, anything's possible.
And start trying to fix these problems.
That's where you're going wrong. You keep using the word try.
Why are we banging on about trying and planning? When can I pop his head off? It's my birthday!
And you hear Plenty. No, not now.
Is he by the bar, or...?
No, they're just off to a table in the corner.
I'll just slide a concoction down to where the nearest bit is where they are.
What is it? Slide it across the bar top?
Yeah.
Gromush just stands up. You hear Plenty almost frantically, no, dear. And Gromush just like walks over to you, Theron, and grabbing you by the neck, like encasing your jaw and neck in one hand, and just like twisting your head up to look at him.
Do you want to die?
I'll use momentary stasis.
On.
Grimash.
Okay, what's the save?
I'll let you know when I click on the thing. DC 15. Oh shit. Constitution.
Okay. It's a 7 plus 2. You see him, and he's just fixed in that point, still clutching
and
your
as he
neck
is,
and face.
I just kind of back off. I'm just like, happy birthday, Gromash. Less of that. And I'll recant it, and he'll be free to move again.
And he just grabs your neck and face and begins to lift you up. If you can make a strength check. Yeah, 18 plus stuff. And you just feel that he's lifting you up.
You killed all of my friends on my birthday. Do you want to die or not?
Maybe I deserve it. What do you think, big boy? And I'm looking just deadpan in his eyes with no emotion at all. I've had enough.
And
I'm done.
as he notices that, he pulls you into him. You can almost smell the ale and the stale cheese on his breath.
You are weak. Stay like this. You die. You don't get to choose. This is what happens to weak people.
I use momentary stasis again.
You're hanging, not on the floor.
And I know I won't be so lucky this next time with momentary
18
stasis.
plus 2.
Okay. Yeah.
As you try again and
Play your tricks on me. If your friends weren't here on my birthday, I'd pop your head off your shoulders. If you want to die, you want to stay alone, stay away from my friends.
they're just going to launch you over to the wall. Full belt.
And then I
That
have
is
to
a
take
16 plus 4. Non-natural 20 on his strength check.
Yeah, I'm down.
No.
It's just knocks him unconscious straight up.
Oh, you're on like 1 HP.
No, you got healed.
I'm out because I had 17 left, and I had 7 from your thing, Rayloff, and whatever from.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
unconscious. You're rolling death saves.
Yeah.
Gromush just launches you over into the wall, and Rayloff, you watch as almost emotionless in the moment, just utterly just falling into himself. You just see Theron just deadpan eyes as his body gets hurled, and you crack the just at the bottom of your neck, smashes into the wall, and you limply onto the ground.
Big boy.
And he just puts a hand on your shoulder. You're a little bit taller, so he holds up.
Yeah.
You stay with that, you die. He's weak. Let him die alone. See you on the ship.
And he just turns around and goes past Plenty as Plenty goes, "Oh no, Grom, go, oh dear," as he just smashes the doors through and just storms off. In this moment, just as Plenty is staring at you, Rayloff, and you hear the vacant shuffles of pigeon food cleaning up tankards and moving tables slightly, kind of slowed down by watching all of this.
Dead corpses.
And partly just looking aghast and shocked at all of the corpses around, and just in that state of, I don't know what to do with this. Just as Plenty is staring at you, kind of questioningly but curious. Theron, can you roll a death saving throw for me, please?
Mm-hmm. Well, I've got roll.
Oh, Luke.
Just a d20.
A D20.
Also,
No.
Luke.
No, what have we got? First one.
Above
Got a
10.
10 or
Just
above.
any of them needs to be 10 or above for a success.
16.
Yeah, that's one success. Okay.
So I'll look over to Plenty for a second. Just sort of. You can sort of see, think a lot, just brain's just thinking, got the delay. And after that, I'm going to turn back to where Theron went. I'm going to go over to him and I'm just going to resuscitate him.
Okay, so you stabilize him.
Yeah.
So after a few moments of sort of cleaning him up and
Yeah,
tilting his head,
stabilize.
no, just an action
Bring
too.
it to 0.
And so Theron, you no longer need to roll death saves, but you are still unconscious currently. Plenty kind of walks over and pulls a stool just next to.
Would it technically be on 1 HP?
I'd say
No.
yeah. Well, I mean, you're technically on 0 because you're not. You
Okay.
don't need to do death saves, but you're still unconscious.
You're unconscious
Okay,
for 1d4
just let me know
hours.
when I get
Right.
HP. Yeah.
Plenty comes over and grabs a stool that sat just next to the fireplace, next to where you and Theron are, and he sits down. And his large bugbear furry form just. Well, this was unexpected.
Yes, this was certainly unexpected.
What do you think we should all do?
Realistically, I should have left him. But it's not about him anymore. This needs to stop. The only one who can stop it is Theron. He knows what they're going on with.
I know. Maybe it's a chance for all of you to talk together and let each other know what is allowed and what isn't.
what journeys you want to take and which ones you do not wish to. So if the pretty one wishes to go and kill and cause chaos to innocent people along the way of his journey, you will know then that he can do so alone. Have I ever told you about my brother?
No. Don't believe so.
His name was Miharth, and we were together for years and years and years. We did a lot of things together, mainly good things, but when we had trouble, I was the one to talk, and Miharth was abrasive, to say the least. One night we left a tavern. I think we were travelling through Dotrick at the time, although I might misremember. And we found, well, some orcs, and amongst them was my friend Gromosh. Anyway, the orcs and Goliaths were rowdy and wanted to fight, teasing me and Miharth for how we looked, which was strange because we just had a bath, and that doesn't happen often. But conflict came and Miharth fought back. And do you know what happened to Miharth?
He ran away.
Hide.
Gromosh picked him up and twisted his neck so far that it snapped all the way round.
Why?
He felt that he had to. He felt there was no other choice. Whereas his walk of life was taking away anything that is an inconvenience to you. I am very much tolerant of everyone and everything. I gave Gromosh a chance when his kin cast him away. I knew what he had done to my brother, and he took a part of me away that I will never get back. But if I can make his life a little better, and give him the chance to look through my eyes, then surely his happiness is worth 1,000 years of sadness over. My point is, if all of you are willing to take what sadness could be and turn it into something else, then keep him with you and keep him close. But if your chances have run out, it is time to let your Gromosh be cast away alone. This is for the pain once he awakens.
And he just passes over a small pouch of berries.
You almost seem to know what I'm going to do.
I knew what you were going to do before you did.
You sort of see him smirk a little bit as he's just taking Theo and he's just going to put him on his shoulder.
I won't be at the ship for a few hours yet. I'm going to build a pyre outside to give a proper farewell to these people. But you go on, speak to your allies and find out if your paths merge. Do not be too sad if you must differ from the same route. You will meet again somewhere, somehow.
Thanks for that.
Good night, Raylov. And remember, you're my favorite, big boy.
And he just gently stands up and goes over to two bodies, kind of picking one up in one large bugbear arm and the other in the other, and begins to gently take them outside.
Is the goblin still at the bottom, or is she just
Pigeon food right now is still darting around, moving tables, getting tankards, trying to push down some of the floorboards that had just gone in and snapped, trying to fix those.
And then she realised one of them was illusionary and she had to stand a bit further.
That only
I
lasted
would
a
have
minute.
dissipated
It's
by
gone.
now.
Okay, it's worth a try.
I'm gonna put Theron back down on a stool, so I know he's not gonna fall.
Yeah, so he's just...
I'm gonna start heading over to her, and I'll just say, "Do you need me to help?"
You look strong enough. Yeah. Start moving some of those tables. Overturn one, put them up, get the tankards. Any walls or floorboards you see are broken, well, just push them back into place if you can. Thank you for helping.
I'm sorry. What's going on here?
You don't need to apologize for nothing. That sorry little prick does.
just gesturing over to Theron.
Now, stop talking. Get to work.
As she is getting tankards and putting them under the bar. And
I'll have left the little pouch that Plenty put there by him. So if he does wake up, that you'll see that it's there. But I imagine he probably won't by the time I finish.
No, not until a good rest.
That's fine. So I'll help out. I'll help out with that then, and then after that I'll take them back to the ship.
Okay.
Assuming, well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, while you're doing that and helping out Pigeon Food, Gerald and Tara.
Yeah, could I wait around by the fountain to spot up when Tara starts walking nearby to then just join up with her?
I'd say, yeah. Not too long after you left, you find Briar sort of shaking as he's walking, then accompanied by Currid, who, before when Briar saw him and he was shocked and terrified, you see him kind of look to him just as a normal figure, and you don't hear them at this point, Gerald, just as they're down the road, down the cobble street.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away slightly for that, actually.
But you see just this small little moment of conversation between them and slightly gentle smiles as Briar allows Currid to place him on, sort of sideways on his arachnid back, and begins to slowly walk, kind of holding one arm back and just grabbing onto his cloak, onto Briar's cloak, so he won't fall off. And he's just slowly walking down the street. Are you hiding away from them, or?
Not per se. I'll keep my distance, knowing that I've got sort of superior vision to most people.
Yeah.
I'll stay at least 100 foot, maybe, away.
Okay, yeah. They just begin coasting along not really much conversation, just some grumbles from Briar about past his bedtime, and Courage just kind of giggling. You do see further down the street after them, you see Tara. Tara, how are you walking down the street after leaving that situation?
Like a boss.
Probably with Mogwai on my back area.
With each step, you just hear.
Yeah. Just having a not using because I don't have it, because I had to change it. The speak with animals, so I'm trying to talk to. You're just gonna see me mouthing to Mogwai. I'm talking to him, with him not being able to respond. Just random shit about.
And Mogwai looks understanding and sympathetic to you, and completely on your side.
Gerald is going to sort of sheepishly, like, while she's still in the open, I'm just going to walk up and sort of get closer to me. I suppose I can offer you more of an explanation.
Okay. Well, keeping an eye on them. I can't see them from that distance.
You can, as Gerald walks up to you. You kind of skirt around Courage and Briar, as with a fair distance to the side. Just wait for them to pass a little bit, and then make to Terra. So both of you look down the street where you're heading now, and you can see Courage and Briar.
Keeping an eyes on them, but see.
Yeah.
Let us walk.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I mentioned, a few months passed whilst in south of Ferris Wheel. There's a huge forest, and I got lost there. It was densely packed. There was animals everywhere. I lost the road and couldn't find my way back. And I chanced upon somebody. And after a short conversation, they gave me strength, I suppose, which I didn't realize actually is a curse. I'm gonna sort of bring up the ring, which is a dark black ring with sort of a silvery, not flowery, but that kind of curve that's sort of a vine sort of do around it across the band, and then a bright red gem set in the center of that. This ring was given to me and promised that it would make my life entertaining. But what I didn't realize was that it made me, as most people would put it, a vampire. I use the lifeblood of other creatures to keep myself alive. I worked with it for weeks. There was times that I even... Well, I did. I selfishly ripped apart another man to make sure I lived.
That's not off your own means.
But it was still me.
But this... Taking one, grabbing Mogwai harder, but taking the arm off. This isn't you.
But even now, when I go too long or try to avoid drinking blood, the urge comes back. Or like now, when I was hit with such overwhelming force, my body needed to resustain itself.
We'll find a way. Together.
But now I must ask also a selfish request of me. Well, of you, shall I say. I've used up over a third of my vials already. As I used to quench my thirst. it would not be enough to sustain the ship journey. And if I try to ignore it, I might end up killing everyone on that ship.
I think I understand. With me
In
knowing...
Being kept in check, I would only need small amounts. But I can't be left for too long.
Is this what made you want Sierra to drain his blood?
Yes. The husk was merely a opportune distraction.
Was that sustaining enough?
The blood of humanoids generally fares better than animals.
Should be able to help.
Thank you.
And we'll hopefully try to fix it. That is what you want. To get back to your old self.
It's weird. As long as I've drunk, I am me. I'm me, but better. I can climb walls. I could see further in the dark. I could even my claws and talons. They're sharper and allow me to defend myself. Can I really say I don't want this? It's the only thing that's enabled me to live.
Can you take the ring off?
Not at all. Even by force. I've tried.
If you cut your finger off, what would happen?
I have not tried that. But I can't imagine it will disappear, shall we say. My body already regenerates at an unnatural pace.
Okay. We'll find something. I used the knowledge that I know the staff does, that it possesses. I know that I can remove curses. Your curse, we could give it a try, but it will have to be tomorrow.
We can try, but I don't hold much hope. The only reason I also never really considered this a true curse is upon reading vampires cannot walk in the sunlight, but I can. So it's not true vampirism. And I'm not sure where it will lead.
What time of day is it? Is it dark?
It's it's AMs. Oh, well, sorry, it's like midnight or so right now.
Okay. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to stop us from walking. And I'm going to turn to Gerald. See you for next time. I'm going to look up into the sky. Point. Near that star right there.
Yes?
Down to the left. You see that star there?
I think I know.
That's north. If you ever lose your way, always face that way and walk. You'll never be lost. You'll find your way.
Where will it bring me?
A safer place. my home was always north, so I always go head that way. Wherever I feel lost or insecure, I look up. Go where I need to go. It hasn't troubled me too bad, but I can't be the same when we go somewhere else. This will be my first journey.
Thank you, Tar.
It's okay. And then I'll kind of double tap the step my way to me going back towards following them.
Okay. You both continue to follow Currid and Briar, and you make it to the ship, and what you find is just some cots that have been laid out on the top deck. No quarters below yet, but at least for the night you see about 8 different cots that are laid out uniformly on the top, on the poop deck.
Cool.
A few hours later, or a couple hours later actually, Rayloff, you leave with Theron in tow. As you are carrying him, Theron, you just ever so gently begin to wake up to the sound of and you feel an immense heat as you open your eyes and you just see roaring flames in front of you. You see the silhouette of a bugbear and a goblin looking and standing next to this large pyre holding about 16 people, burning roaring flames into the starlit sky. Before you are turned away, and Rayloff, you continue down the streets to the ship, finding the similar cots, laying Theron down. Is there anything any of you wish to do on the way there or when you get there, finding Gerald and Tara amongst those cots?
Theron, as he's like in and out of consciousness, realised that he's in the cot, and he just turns to one side and regresses inwards into his own mind.
Rayloff, is there anything you wish to do?
No, I'll probably just... Yeah, no, I'll just sleep.
Okay. You all, when you get to the cots, for all of you, you notice Gromush is there. You notice Currid is there. Both collapsed into separate cots. Currid already has crushed the cot he was given. Gromush is really, Gromush is really teetering to breaking point with his. You see, those are the only people you see. You don't see Briar or Pigeon Food, and you all at one point through the night, before sleep, or after, during sleep, before sleep and during, little glimpses in your eyes and in your minds of all of the flames licking up the sides of a wooden pyre. Monumental clouds of smoke rising in the distance just over the top of a gorgeous amber glow. all of you taking in what had happened this night. And possibly seeing where the future may go for each of you and for all of you together. Tara?
Yeah.
In your mind, as you are completely asleep, you feel a slight tug at your clothes, and you open your eyes, and around you is a tavern, not too dissimilar from the fishbowl you were in before. People merry and happy. Your vision just goes out and comes to you once again, and you look to the tavern. You see less people standing around you. You see one lady looking at you.
Why? Why are you doing?
The vision goes again. And it comes back. You're outside the tavern now, looking through the doorway, finding two of your friends, one halfling and one ogre, dragging a body, the last body, out towards you, finding plenty of smears of blood and handprints of struggles plastered across this floor, broken glass cast across the entire tavern, tables overturned. You look to the bar and you see a small silhouette. Your vision leaves you. And it returns again, and you are arms outstretched with a spear, holding up this young girl, no older than 10, pinning her body to the wall just above the bar top. Your vision goes. And your vision returns. Your ears explode. You look in front of you, facing away from the tavern. An enormous pyre, but not respectful. You see almost a wall of driftwood haphazardly built and off-kilter. You see bodies nailed and haphazardly tied to different parts of this wall, lit and on fire. You smell, you can even taste the burning flesh in your nose and on the back of your tongue. You hear no screams. You just hear the bubble and the broil of flesh under fire and heat. The powerful gold and amber glow nearly blinding your eyes as you look up into the starlit sky. And you see nothing but the black cloud of smoke emanating from this glorious monument of triumph. You hear next to you, not looking, you hear and you feel a hand press on your shoulder, a familiar hand, a familiar laugh, before you hear,
"Another job well done."
and your vision leaves you for the last time. The sounds of the boiling and the bubbling flesh go silent. And in this abyss of nothing in your mind, you hear, "Why?" And you drift back to sleep soundly. And for all of you, a gorgeous, cool, refreshing night of slumber follows. And just as the morning comes and a long rest is had by all, that is where we're going to end tonight's episode and come back next week to continue. I do want to say, not only thanks to everyone watching, but thank you guys for this amazing fucking story. Everything you guys are doing, everything you're saying, everything is incredible.
I'm just saying, as Theron, I was supposed to look at the bullet points. Didn't.
No.
So, no, I literally did not. So
It's all good. It came off amazing.
Shit I came out with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry as a DM. For you as DM.
Mm.
Otherwise, everybody else seems to be a morally corrupt little bastard like
Yes.
me, but nobody's admitting it. So I'm getting all the flack.
Yeah.
So go fuck yourselves.
False.
Well,
okay.
I
You let
will-
it out.
Well, I will calm everyone down, because I want to say, and I tried to choose one or two people between all of you, and this episode has been fucking impossible to narrow anyone out. And I know you just used them for one fucking wisdom save.
Yeah.
However, I want to give everyone here a point of inspiration for amazing RP, amazing mechanics in fights. And
That's
just
going to come back on you. I'm just going to say.
I know. I hope so. And just an amazing.
Long lasting as well.
Yes, you're long resting. And yeah, just for all the amazing work that you guys are doing in this story and making it what it is, I'm having a fucking awesome time, and I hope you guys are as well. And for everyone watching, you too, but I love my players. So, but with all of that said and done, to everyone, thank you very much for watching. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you next time.